Historically, we know that when presidents enter office now, there's usually an insane amount of executive orders that get put into play. Certainly the killing of the pipeline after the last one, stopping of funding for the border wall, it will only clamp down and get worse. But the thing that's funniest about this is they're like, vote for economic change by voting for Kamala Harris. Yeah. And then you're like, but like, she's already in office. I mean, I know she's not the president, but like, they're already there. They're like, don't think about it. Just do it.
Yeah, I'm not entirely convinced that the new administration would have significantly different economic policies.
Well, Mark Cuban thinks you should vote for her, so it must be a good idea.
Mark Cuban her own experiences to the job.
Yeah. No.
I mean, she's only been, attorney general of California and a senator, right? Those have been her jobs. I don't know that she's done anything. She's never created a job.
She worked at McDonald's.
Allegedly.
No, hold on.
Wait, that picture, Photoshop actually?
That picture was photoshopped.
Okay.
It was Photoshop. I believe it was a woman who had died.
Yeah, it's a sad story. When you actually read the story, it's heartbreaking.
Really
not a good lady. Yeah.
I mean, all her jobs are hand jobs.
Yes. So I think that because of the things that she has said in the past, now I know that she's walked all of her positions back. She said that I don't support this, I don't support that, I don't support this. All of these positions, these economic positions that she had been endorsing in 2019 when she was running for president of her on her own ticket, all of these terrible economy destroying positions, she's walked them back. But I imagine that were she to get into office, there would be at least some kind of policies that resemble those, because I don't believe for a second that she actually has pro-growth policy. The what is it? The opportunity economy that she's talking about. She's not talking about, making policy that's actually going to make it easier for the job producers to produce jobs. And as much as the left hates to hear it, the people that make jobs, they're the millionaires and billionaires. So if you have millionaires, if you have a policy that's attacking millionaires and billionaires, those people are going to tighten their belt, and they're going to make cuts, or they're going to not hire people. They're going to not invest because the government's coming after their profit margins. So if the profit margin gets smaller, they're not going to be hiring people, and that means that there will not be new jobs for people that are looking for, entry-level positions or what have you.
Well, look what happened in California. If you want to look for a model that's similar, that would run similar at the national scale, when they implemented the wage increase for fast food workers in California, and they immediately say, we're going to automate this, we're going to automate that, we're going to fire as many people as we can. They never understand that you have to look to the way these states are run if you want a look, at least a shadow of a look of what it will look like on the national level. Now, obviously, it wouldn't be implemented further, but the thing is, what's odd is the closer you get to election, the less you should believe most of the policies that they start pushing, because they're starting to get desperate.
Yep.
I mean, look, they're campaigning for white dudes again. There's white dudes for Harris, right?
They're talking about deporting people.
They've ignored white dudes for the last 10 years, but suddenly they need to win an election. They don't have a white guy running, which automatically.
How is she gonna have money for all this? How is she gonna have money for trans inmates to grow a penis on their arm while they're in jail?
Well,
how is she gonna have money for giving black guys, they get a special
crypto.
Yeah, they get crypto, and then new homeowners get and then we still haven't. Did Biden pay back everybody's loans? No, for college that never happened.
It's just the level of pandering on that was so weird. I had never in my entire time on this planet, in my entire time paying attention to politics, I never heard anyone say, the primary issue for me is ensuring that black men have their crypto protected. I never heard anyone say that.
If they're going to have crypto, they should also have blood toe for the other gang. Both gangs.
But it's we never at any point in time heard, it's not like black people are coming together and be like, we need, where was the systemic racism in crypto? It's just not a thing. It's just not a thing. But the campaign is just trying to promise, as you said, they're just trying to promise people whatever they think will get them to vote.
It almost seems like she knows she's going to lose. This is a campaign that a candidate would run just to keep up with the appearances. Everything the lack of what she says at all these speeches and podcast appearances she's doing, right? Everything's, I'm from a middle-class family. She's kind of just appeasing the donors. It almost seems like she has doesn't think she can do it.
The thing that she has that seems to be the most compelling is abortion.
Yeah, she wants to let the women kill their babies.
Yeah, and even that she has to lie about because the federal government isn't going to be doing anything.
Because it's not on the ballot at all?
No, well, not only that, but the federal government, I mean, the Supreme Court said that the federal government can't make a nationwide law about it, that it has to go to states.
So disgusting the way she'll frame it in a rally, and she'll be like, this is about, you get to plan your family the way you want. You need to have the freedom. I'm like, you're talking about abortion.
You're not talking about planning a family.
The opposite.
Yeah, you're talking about killing a baby.
Yeah.
I've literally, there's this page, Kamala HQ. Have you seen?
Yeah.
And they will just post flagrant misinformation just constantly. They will just like make things up. And they had a line where it was, I can't remember if it was JD Vance. And to be fair, it might have been an adjacent account, another one of these left-wing accounts, but they were talking about how Republicans are going to try to track women's menstrual cycles and have a database, which is the most. All right, there's an easy way of determining what life in America is going to start to look like since Roe v. Wade was overturned. And that is the 200 years of American history prior to Roe being decided.
Look, Seamus,
like,
if you
they were
want
tracking women's menstrual cycles in 1972 and earlier.
If you want a red wave, you have to track our menstrual cycles.
Maybe they're just trying to help them out. They're like, look, if you can pay attention to the women in your life, if you need to know when your wife is going to be upset, you got to track the menstrual cycle. They're just trying to help.
Like, I don't need to track anything. I can tell when she's being a see you next Tuesday.
She's eating a bunch of ice cream again. I'm screwed.
Thanks for checking out this clip from Timcast IRL. Make sure to watch the show live Monday through Friday at 8 p.m. Subscribe to this channel, and we will see you all there.